Okay, let's do the basics. We're going to use addition and subtraction to solve inequalities. We're going to start out simple. When we multiply and divide, it'll be a little bit more difficult. If I say, okay, 5 is less than 10. You guys agree? This says 5 less than 10. If I go ahead and add 3 to both sides of this, I'm going to get 5 plus 3 is 8. 10 plus 3 is 13. It is still true. If I have a true statement, a true inequality, I add equal amounts to both sides. Add equal amount to both sides. Okay, I added it to one side of the inequality and to the other. Then the resulting statement is still true. Okay, and that's what we're going to say. Okay, if you have an inequality, you add equal amounts to both sides, then the resulting inequality is equivalent. These two are the same. They're equivalent. They're still true. So if A is less than B, and I go ahead and add some number C to both sides, you're still going to be true. Okay? If A is greater than B, and I add an equal amount to both sides, it's still going to be greater. It's still going to be true. Okay? So let's take that and do solving an inequality with it. I've got x minus 6 is greater than or equal to negative 10. I want the x by itself, so I look what is on the x side, what's with the variable I have to get rid of, and that's the negative. Subtract 6. The opposite, inverse of subtracting 6 is to add 6 to both sides. We're adding 6. So x is greater than negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. These two statements are equivalent. Statements are equal, and they're both true. I'm going to graph all the numbers greater than negative 4 will make this statement true. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want everything greater than or equal to negative 4. Close circle, go to the right. Okay? Okay, I want you guys to try. I'm going to do 1. That's kind of hard. So I'm going to do number 3, but I think you guys can do these. Remember, you just want to isolate the variable, get rid of the 2. Isolate the variable, get rid of the 3. On this time, you're going to look on the right side. Isolate the variable, get rid of the negative 4.05. On this one, isolate the variable, get rid of, subtract 1/4. This is one I'm going to do with you. So we're going to add 1/4, add 1/4. I've got y, keep the symbol the same direction. 1/4 and 1/4 is 2/4. You could use your calculator if you want. Now I never want the variable left on the right side. You don't want to leave it on the right side. So I'm going to flip it. And when I flip it, I also flip my sign. Pointy side to the y, open side to the 1/2. And it's got to be the same way. 1/2 is greater than y, which means y is less than 1/2. 1/2 is between 0 and 1. Okay? So it's going to be right here, and it's an open circle. It's not equal to it, it's open. Okay, you guys try this. And then answer this question down at the bottom, too. See what you can do. Okay, I'm going to do the other side real quick. Okay, this time I'm going to do the subtraction property. If I tell you that 5 is less than 10, you guys all go, yeah, that's true. And then we go ahead and subtract this time. Did we add last time? Did we do it right? We subtract the same amount from both sides. 5 minus 3 is 2. 10 minus 3 is 7. Is this resulting inequality still true? Yes. 5 is less than 10. 2 is less than 7. Both are true. So I have a true inequality, a comparison of two expressions. I'm just saying 5 is less than 10. Now I'm subtracting the same amount from both sides of the inequality. From both sides, right? As long as I do that, the resulting, right? You're creating an equivalent inequality, and it's also true, right? As long as you subtract the same amount. So if A is less than B, I subtract the same amount from both sides. It's still going to be true. If A is greater than B, and I subtract the same amounts from both sides, it's still going to be greater. And that's it. That's all we're doing. I'm going to do one problem for you, and I want you to try it. This says -8 is less than 1.4 plus m. I want to isolate the m, so I look at the m side. What do I have to get rid of? I have to do opposite of adding 1.4, which will be to subtract 1.4. -8, -1.4, that's -9.4 when you add them. Or -8 subtract 1.4. Make sure you can do that. I never want the variable on the right side. I'm going to switch it to the left side. I'm going to flip my inequality sign. I'll graph it. -9 is between, -9.4 is between -9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is -9. This is -10. So in here, not too good, huh? -9.4, and I'm going to the right. So I'm going to open circle and go to the right. Big thing, notice that's between -9 and -10. So you guys try, see what you can do. Thanks for working hard.